right? Alright, so first and foremost, I give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, to the governors, the apostles, and elders, and great ones, and rule well. Salutations to the Akim, to the pushing rule, and truth of the certain day in and day out. Say Shalom. Right, there's someone brought some GMS Trinidad East. Right, this one they camps in Trinidad. Once I give me outside here to wake up the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. Those are the tribes of Israel, right, according to the Bible. Right? Revelation 1.
This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. See, the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach, which the Most High Yahweh gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. You know, the prophecies and the things that we see, what we be seeing happen around the world, you know. But
and he sent and signified it by his angels unto his servant John, who be a record of the word of the Most High Yahweh, and of the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach, and of all things that he saw.
All things that he saw, so he bear record of that. You know, but
blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Yes, so blessed is he that readeth and hear the words of this prophecy. And that is why when we come outside here, what we do, we speak prophecy unto them. Because there are people outside there that they actually want to hear what is going to happen to this place, or want to hear the prophecy. You know, there's another video recently, a fellow walked up and he was talking about the wars and the things, and he was told, being with the Bible, he know much, but you know, certain things like, you know, somebody show him about it. And you know, that is the thing. It said, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of his prophecy. You know, and blessed are them that hear the words and keep it. Because these prophecies are going to take place rapidly, more rampant than way it is happening now, right? You know, I was watching the news and Ebola catch back at back, you know, it come back. You know, we see other diseases. I was reading news today, and just locally, they say HIV rampant in the gay community, and that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. Kill them off. You know, that's a good thing. You know, but there's a show, even with these so-called gay men, some of them sleep with the woman, and then you know one man might go and sleep with the woman, and that would the taking place. And they should let's talk about that. Let's talk about the plagues and the pestilence we have place on this land here. You know? So that is bad.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein.
And keep those things that are written therein, like actually hold firm to it, you know? Actually happen on it.
For the time is at hand.
For the time is at what?
At hand.
That is the time we're in. We done already in that time. The time is already at hand. Right? Well,
is 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 13. He said, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands by the presbytery. Say, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take it unto thyself, unto the doctrine, and unto the doctrine continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Yeah, so as the brother was saying, now take heed now, boy. You understand? Neglect not the word that was given thee, right? Because this is what God save you. You understand? Following the laws, statutes, and commandments. No laws God save you, but they tell you no, they do not right. Just like you tell you back unto the Most High. You understand? Repenting. These are already repenting is. You understand? Turning to actually laws, statutes, and commandments. Trying to uphold the Father, the Most High, holy law. And since you know the law not going to save you, but what they're doing, they're showing the Most High, hey, they're willing to try, they're trying, they're making an effort. You understand? That is better than a man that trying at all. You understand? Because the scripture say, I think it's in Hebrews, say, Hebrews or Romans, I will have mercy on, and I will have compassion on. So, if all of we, right, busy Most High church, obviously, and the Most High say, he's a righteous judge, Is that righteous to the Most High? God forbid. Most High forbid. So, if all of you turn and let me say you have something according to the Ezra, with the kingdom is set on a hill or something like that, I believe, right? if all our we ask, if nobody do the work, who worthy to receive it? It's them who work for it. It's them who work for it worthy to receive what was there. You understand? Well, you share that place, you share going to prepare. So for those who worthy, who working towards it, a man just can come and inherit and just, you know, him trying to make an effort to try to turn back to the law, statutes and commandments. It's not, no law is not going to save you. You understand? That's why he says by faith. But to have faith, you have to walk. Do you? Give me that James for you. I'll bring one that James. So like here.
Hey, my scripture say too much tribulation and thing. Then here in kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah? Good here, right? James 1, so like James 2, verse from 18. He said, from 17, he said, even so faith, if it had not works, is dead. Being alone, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. He says, show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. You understand? So he will show the faith by the works. You know it's not going to save him, but just doing that there, the most I looking. You understand? So I was dumb. Right? So yeah, according to Joshua, he said, only Joshua, Salah. I said, tell you come give attendance to reading, because certain things also in the scriptures, right? It's like the scripture say, what's the precept? He says for your correction, for instruction, for kind of the precept, right? But when I really check it, certain stories, that's certain stories in a story, but certain things brothers went through in the Bible was before we, and it was written there for 4 times for the learning. So you realize that this thing happened, this is how we dealt with it. You understand? So example is to learn, to know how to deal with how to approach the situation also, but by righteousness. And righteousness goes back to what? The laws are statutes and commandments. You understand? So yeah, till you come, you have to get attendance to reading.
Right? Because even in Sirach chapter 2, they say, look at the generation of old, meaning that the forefathers now. Whoever called upon the name of the Most High was never confounded. So it was already written for our learning.
Take to remembrance. Not one of them was left alone. You know what I'm saying? So hey, if you're doing nothing and if you have wicked men over here, you go harm men wicked and will call the Most High. After we want to do understand that's the trouble. And then when you just say what you say, hey, I know you're not boy. When I start talking about you want to prophesy in my name, hey, get away from me, but I know you're not. You understand? Because then according to brothers always tell me, you know, as they have it to run with it now, boy. But that's always tell you that run with it, do what you have to do while they have it. You understand? So
any piece of it there?
Listen. Oh, see, you're good?
Any piece of it?
They Acts 20:28, right? It said, take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock, over the which the Holy Spirit had made you overseers, to feed the church of the Most High Yahweh, which he had purchased with his own blood. Right? Yeah, so when you take heed to, you gotta take heed to yourself, right? And because you have to, we overseers now, boy. We know exactly where in the scriptures. You understand? So we have to, that's why we out on the highways and the byways, you understand? To bring out prophecy. To bring out the destruction which is to come. Because he's overseers, that we're supposed to do, we're supposed to warn the people. So that's an example there. So that you have to take it to yourself. Because if you don't take it to yourself, or you don't know in the scriptures, or you know how to break down the precepts properly, to tell the people now, to warn the people.
To go into what you're saying, right? This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. It says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
For Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. Hebrews 6:10, he said, which he have showed towards his name, in that he have ministered to the saints, and do minister. He said, and desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope. So you're supposed to show full diligence when you're doing this works. As the boss here across there, he said that if you don't work, how you go inherit the kingdom. You have to do something. You can't just
expect something and then do nothing for it. So it's just like you're growing a child, I guess you give a child everything what happen to the child will end up spoiling. And I just show them that they work for what they want. So it's the same thing with the Most High. We have to work for the kingdom. You understand? So that's why I say with full diligence, to full assurance, to hope unto the end, that he be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise. You understand? Through faith and patience. So this thing is patience. This thing is not a rush thing to see who have more knowledge or who rushing, you know, to become greater in the knowledge. But through patience, it's about being patient and having faith in your Hashem, because a man might be puffed up to know as much and he might end up falling out of the truth. So it's really patience and faith, because a man with less knowledge and more faith will inherit the kingdom more than you. You might have like this brother who ended up Yardan. What you want it? Yardan, you know what I mean? A fella full of knowledge, you understand, but true, you know, lack of faith and then staying, you know, puffed up in the spirit now. You ain't really follow through. You understand? But it's about having faith. And long as you have faith in your Hashem, you will have the patience and you'll get the inherit the kingdom, because faith is a big play in it, because the scripture say what? By the faith of our, what you say? Through faith you can move mountains. You can do many things through faith. Like in Hebrews with Moses, you say faith by
Mustard seed.
yeah, the mustard seed, and even Moses too. You already say Moses had much faith now, but you understand? So it's true faith you will inherit this thing. So let me finish. Go down, they say in chapter 14, verse 14, he say, for when God made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless thee, and multiply I will multiply thee. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained a promise. So Abraham patiently endured. So same thing with the brothers and all the brothers across worldwide, pushing this world with truth and sincerity, and patiently endure this thing. Understand? This is not a rush or a race. This is about patience. Understand? And enduring your afflictions when you're out here, because this is to see the wicked kingdom what we're doing now. It's a really hard thing for righteous men to stand up here and watching how this kingdom so wicked and going. Now, plenty people when see it, that's how we see it. You understand? Because they love this kingdom, but we don't love this kingdom. Like when Kanye say slavery was a choice, he was right in a way, because Mosai gave you blessings and curses. He actually gave you a balance way to choose. Yeah, if you choose the blessings, you will inherit. But if you choose the curse where you get slavery, we choose to do the wrong thing. So he was right in a way when he said slavery was a choice, because we choose to do a wickedness in the sight of the Mosai, and that's how we here.
It would not be a choice until everything predestined.
Yeah, true. Predestined.
It's not really it's not a choice.
Yeah,
It's just straight through. You understand? The Mosai already know. So it was never a choice now, right? It's never a choice.
And because
So already to begin.
because even in Ecclesiastes, when Solomon say give he heart to he mind to know folly now, boy.
Yeah.
But that is another part of the knowledge too, because now on this side we are under the curses. When you go down into Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, verse 1 to the 15, they talk about the blessings, and that the blessing now will be inherited. Right now we are under the curses, but you know?
Even with that, even with what the brothers say, it's patience and faith. But you don't know to separate yourself too. See, men who call themselves holy, but holy also means separate. It's a big thing to play too. That's why even the fathers say, to be disciple, you have to do what? You know? Forget all these forget all these things. You know, you hit this. And that's how heavy it is. Back then, being a disciple was heavy. And even Matthew, Mark, all these men, they didn't even have leisure time, so that's how important it is. That's how big it was back then. Right? Them didn't even have time for that, not even have time to let the scripture say, let the dead bury the dead, they didn't have time to bury the dead. So that's how heavy it was. You know, men go take it light and be fucked up in your mind and think this, you know. But the holy part means separate. Not because you could do it means you won't fucking do it. You know? That ain't no mindset to have. You know? Holy means separate it fucking self. Let's be real with it. Let's be real. You're going to consider yourself a holy man, be separate. So I always say that. If not because you could do it, do it. That don't make sense. Just saying it alone, just repeating it, it just don't make fucking sense.
Sometimes you can end up in problems with that. Because you could do something.
You will always end up in problems. You don't know why? You don't know why? Because you never separate yourself. You ain't separate yourself. That means you never consider yourself holy. You know, you just want to balance the world with the truth. So you know what you gonna do? I can still do this, I'll keep this. I'll keep that. Nah, not so. Have a balance, yes, because you say you balance, but sometimes you just can't overdo it. Because you see a little fall inside your hand, bring it back. That's just what it is. You know, you say the things, nah, well, I can do this, that ain't gonna do nothing, man. Nah, I ain't breaking all I ain't gonna do nothing, man, you know? Yeah, and that will go on most of the men who follow, they start to do little things until they reach to what? A big thing.
I need
A big thing.
Because you see, it come like if you just, when you gather up small, little by little, until it will be big. It must reach big, and that will just go like with brother
There we go.
It come like a bucket of water. If you pour a bucket of water, that's halfway full. Instead of throw stone inside it. You just say stone is all the things the wrong things you do, right? And instead of throw stone, obviously what we want to go overflow. But the bucket go eventually burst. So that's just what it is. No sure, man. You understand? So you didn't want to add. You want to add nothing to that bucket, you know?
It's our precept, it was saying it's our precept, I know it, but it's count all things lost now.
That Paul said that he count all things as dung.
I think my Philippines stuff for that.
And
Just to
go
give the excellency at the most
and that's the act we were saying earlier is that even though them brothers and them who follow the truth, when they read Ezekiel 18 chapter, we talk about repentance, right? He said, remember when all the righteous thing you do, but you go back into the world.
You come for nothing.
You come for nothing. So all this they do, all the sacrifices and things, so by say they stay in the world. But then after you go be beaten with more stripes, because you're dead now. You understand?
That's like Arya, we pray that you know the most high, you restore them by mercy. You know, because you say you realize that for all men to be saved and come to the knowledge of God, you know, all men won't be saved. But beg for mercy.
That will come in with the fear too, because you don't want to end up like Arya. Really and truly, you know, even though as is a sorrowful thing to say, that you know, I'll follow the truth. You know, even Apostle Dada say you will come back, you know. Be a sorrowful thing, but you don't want to end up like that. You know, you never want to end up in that state now. You know, so it's everything for example too. Even the men who follow, you should watch. You gotta watch that example. Now all the time, you go use it. Yeah, we use it and we counteract it, meaning that we go break down. So just like Shai Israelites, you know, the change of the doctrine, the change of the chart, the 12 tribes chart, and thing. But like men who fall off, we know the spirit that's going on in spirit. Sif, you know, don't spirit dancing in a carnival.
Oh, no more. It says scripture say wax worse and worse.
What you do, a man in the truth, he will contact it, he will break down to the videos and, you know. But it's something to watch too, you know, because even when you hear the stories, from the brothers who knew him before, when he was in the Chicago camp, you hear the kind of things he do. You know, it was little by little things was adding up, you know. So you're not trying to do little by little.
That was scripture says, say a wise man will see the evil and hide himself. You understand? And how you going to hide yourself? Go to Psalm 91, you know, under the shadow of the Almighty, you have to do things that please Him, that He will keep your arms and wings over you, and to keep your covered under the hedge around you. It doesn't always be so, because sometimes that's like how Job went through the trials, right? Now you say, as it was your mind to worship from the Lord, therefore seek 10 times more. And He said, don't flee when tribulation comes. You understand? So you have to be able to hear that is meant, and you have to beg for mercy.
Even with the Father, you remember that everything on predestined. So everything on settled for your road. You say old people talk about your road done written already, and I just wait is done written. It's just a plate out. Just like how the prophecy is written here. And it had a play out. And these prophecies were written 2,000 years back. Yeah, no control that. It's written, so that means it had to take effect, you know. I just wait is.
These 2 Corinthians 8, right? 7 to 12. He said, therefore, as ye abound in everything, in faith and utterance. You know, faith is your belief, something before, evidence not seen. Right? And utterance. Utterance is what? That is speak, boy. That is out and speak, so that I show your works. Faith and work. Right? And knowledge, and in all diligence. And in your love to us, see that ye abound in this grace also. I speak not by commandment, but by occasion of the forwardness of others, and to prove in sincerity of your love. For ye know the grace of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor. Right? That he through his poverty might be rich. And herein I give my advice. Right? For this is expedient for you who have begun before, not only to do, but also to be forward a year ago. He said here, this in punch now, he said, verse 11, he said, now therefore perform the doing of it, that as there was a readiness to will. So when you now come into the truth, you're on fire. You're on fire. Here you was ready to tell hey, yeah, you have to go and preach, or you have to do videos. You was always ready. You understand? You have to ask you was ready to tell and take this one and tell everybody. You know? He said, now therefore perform the doing of it, that as there was a readiness to will, so there may be a performance also out of that which you have. You understand? Get it done. You understand? Verse 12, he said, for if there be first a willing mind, it is accepted according to that a man had. You understand? And not according to that he had not. Because scripture says, well, a man can receive nothing except it be given from him. Be given to him from heaven. You understand? So, hey, if you only do that, which is the most I point you can't go and try to do that what was never given to you. You understand? That's why you talk about different gifts. You understand? So you have to understand.
If you could just get Psalms 24 quickly one time, I just to go with what you're saying there. Psalms 24, start on verse 3.
Psalms 24, verse 3. He say here, who shall ascend into the hill of Yahweh? And who shall stand in his holy place?
The question you're asking, who?
Yeah, question mark.
Who? Continue.
He said, he that had clean hands.
And how does have clean hands? Like going back to sanctification, you know, and baptism by the word, the washing of the word. So that the only people who could actually stand in the holy hills. I will come into this knowledge of the truth, as you were saying now, boys. I will continue.
And a pure heart, who had not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully.
And I read deep, because plenty of brothers who follow the truth, them sworn deceitfully. Because when they come into this truth, you're supposed to offer up yourself as a living sacrifice. You know, so you make like a contract, if you will, now, boy, a spiritual agreement with the Most High. You understand? Because a light thing for a burden, there's a light burden to carry. But you follow the truth because of why the lust of the world. So you sworn deceitfully on your side. You understand? So that's what David was talking. Eh? Yeah. And if you breach a contract with Esau, it's death so far less more for the Most High. Far less more. We continue to break it down forward. 5.
He say, he shall receive the blessing from Yahweh and righteousness from the Most High of his salvation. Right? So, here we say now, when he asks who stand in the holy place, he had clean hands and a pure heart. Right? Who had not lifted up his soul unto vanity. Ephesians 1:35. Right? Yeah, because hey, it was always in me, as the brother saying that hey, it was predestined from before. It was always in me, I thought, hey, something wrong here. I wasn't like guess now, boy. I come to the Isaiah 49, I believe 5 and 6. You understand, family, will be predestined and they ordained it so. You understand, you know why you wake up at this time and not before. You understand? You know what was just enough was sufficient for thee. Read Ephesians.
Ephesians 1 verse 13.
Yeah.
He said, in whom ye also trusted.
Whom ye also trusted.
After that ye heard the word of truth.
After you hear the word of truth, go ahead.
The gospel of your salvation. In whom also after that ye believe.
You believe, boy.
Ye were sealed with that Holy Spirit of promise.
You understand? So when they hear the word, they always have that clean heart. But when they hear the word, that makes the difference now. You understand? You hear the word. And that made the difference because, hey, our brothers who was, I remember, our brothers who was, when they were still studying, I wasn't much learned before. You know, I still ain't much learned, I still is a baby. You know, but we were studying this particular brother. And I didn't have, I wasn't learning till I know come. I wanted to tell him so much, but I didn't know I didn't know anything yet. You understand? And now watch, with the brother, there's no weak time. No man can call no man. There's a spirit that's picking up. You understand? A man, spirit will wake up a man. I tried, and behind him, I'm looking here to this stand up. Looking here to this stand up. And it was not we on time in. You understand? It was not we time in, so when the most I see fit. And when he hear the word, that was it. He never turned back. You understand?
I go back to the precept, you know, my sheep hear my voice.
Can. So, you know, hey, brothers, hey, we have to be mindful, you know, and do what you could do. Do what the most I set in front of you to do. You understand? The brothers saying it's not a race, because you would realize that you might start off fast. And what has happened is you want to put in the because as I run, you start off sprinting, then the energy burning, you don't have enough to carry your troop to the end.
Like marathon.
Yeah, you have to finish the course. You understand? And what Paul say? He finished the course, he run the race, so I said before him, he finished the course. You know? Oh, how we finishing the course here? Why is he way out of this? It's by that, when the most I come. But how else? Until we can't have more breath in anybody, but as long as you breathe, you're supposed to be pushing. You're about to show your work.
Paul say, run the race so that they can
Achieve.
obtain.
Yeah, that's
I don't know when to take your time, I don't want to run.
Yeah, no one.
You know, because the NID.
Right now we're in the final stretch, so it's
Yeah, the NID. Right now
gotta be
you're
breathing
supposed
hard.
to be- Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be doing your videos, though. The NID. What else you're doing that more important than doing a video for them? Doing a video to actually edify, you know? Yes. So what if you pop a video and you ain't get no views? So what?
or millions.
What? In the picture in the streets, I know where you come.
Yeah, can't.
So is it
It's
different?
different.
Is it different? It's not a nice thing. It's not about fame and who get the most views, but they're not getting about doing your work. You know you have to do this to do it. Not about you want to do it, you have to.
Yeah, have to.
Yes, I have to. It's a difference between a want and a have and a need and a want. This thing is a
Compulsory.
have to. This is a have to. And that, yeah, it's mandatory.
Because-
so that's how my videos.
Because
when you watch I walk and he tell one of the apostles, he say, leave where you don't follow me. What the apostle? He leave where you don't follow him. That wasn't important. That there wasn't important enough to actually tell the Lord and have a juice. And then some closing. Cooking up that one. That's not important. You understand? And then that will come. That will come. You'll get greater in the kingdom. You know?
yeah, now who is the rewarder? Even if you get no views, who is the rewarder?
What do you think?
Who is the rewarder?
God.
And most I see you do the work today though. You see you putting up a video with sincere heart. You know, so he's the rewarder.
And about the no views thing, sometimes you might get one way, but that could be the person to really that needed to hear that, to watch that video.
Yeah, it's how people that be looking for certain videos to watch.
Yeah.
Like I was just telling my brother the other day, I wouldn't watch every video, but I watch a video that I need to see. And I said, I ain't gonna click on this video and just leave it like, now I'll click a video that I need to see. I mean, I break down, I want to see a little more edification on what are doing. I watch a video. Yeah, so I say, you know, that way it's good. Right? Same way you could do a video and in that moment, the same feeling you doing, our next brother around the world going through the same thing you doing. You understand? Or same thing you want to hear, sometimes you pop a news article and nobody see that particular news yet, and you put it up and they get a little enlightenment of what is going on. And I just level it.
Especially the news article, how brothers that be working and thing.
Yeah.
A brother might see it because he might be home and put it up in the group and a man might get it and say shit. Thing.
This what happened today, you know?
Yeah.
Just like yesterday or day before, when I think it was yesterday with the boy running in the school and shoot at the place. I only see that after, I think I see a brother put it up, you know? Next school shooter? Yeah, next school shooter. I think it was Texas. You understand? I only see that after, so you know, that things that happen, you talk about the international men, you know, these things won't happen. You know, little second
All these things that's falling in place
yeah, that's falling in place.
to rile up Judah. You know?
Because when you think about it, right? It's like that. But when you think about it, when you watch the interview, the Papa picture with the boy who shoot up the school, right? And all of a sudden, he's pro-gun. Gun life. Guns. Nah, because they actually are set up. That is a set up. Some of these men on the MK Ultra, they call it the brainwashing, the control, you know, the CIA control you, and they hire doing this work for them. Yeah, they are doing this work. Just, I think 2 years back, I did a video with a Jake, right? I did a video with a Jake. He walked at an old man and shoot him, and he was sleeping. You can remember that.
Yeah.
You can remember that. But when they do the research on the fella who do the shooting, right? He was in the army. He was in the army. And they say somebody the other he ended up dying and so, but he come out and shooting, you know. Where he was all the time. So all these things is planned because they already had their agenda set out. You know?
And I see that the apostle was doing a video at a park saying that they have super soldiers and things.
Yeah.
I when you really watch movies like that, like Captain America and these things, right? And like how the Winter Soldier was, they really have certain, that's actually drafting certain members now, boy, like men, to actually keep them as experiment.
V for Vendetta is a very big one. V for Vendetta, you see what I was actually doing as experimental. And yeah, well, as anybody try to get hints or anything, you get rid of it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And now they do everything with see half machine.
Half machine, yeah.
And Era 51. So the things that I have there, they try to hide it. And America bring the fellas below the cover and try to hide it.
Yeah, yeah.
Conceal from the general public.
Yeah.
You understand? And here what? This thing's so spiritual, right? So they are spiritual background that when you tell these people and they would hear you and to them, this is a movie talking about. You understand? That's why I say so he gets things now when he die. You understand? He said we go see a thing. But we go see it, they turn on the light. We see it, but give it to them.
Yeah, and I wanna hip powers too, security.
Yeah.
You know.
Subtle.
Yeah, doing things in the secret now, boy.
Yeah, it's a serpent there.
Yeah.
Yeah, serpent is a serpent is a snake, right? A snake can wait a whole month in a pond, set, waiting for a deer or a goatee or something to come and drink water. then to hit it on them. So that was serpent, one
the perfect.
Yeah.
The perfect one they do. The perfect one they do.
He saw the thing set on them. A little month go pass, 2 months go pass, and they go hit here, bam!
Discipline what I'm doing.
Yeah, but that was a blessing. So,
and the most I saw.
yeah, they do the work good.
So the most I saw sharpen. The most I saw sharpen.
Yeah, the scripture talk about that. He saw me, the most I saw.
And the most I saw the sharpen. You
And
understand?
Psalms talk about that.
Psalm 17th chapter, I believe.
Talk about them being the sword. And I just wait this. He's so good at the work. Real good. He's so perfect.